All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome once again to the Enhanced Sports Show. It's a very ringing Saturday here in the Northeast. I hope it's nice and dry where you are. We'll see. My name is Lou Tenor, and of course, here till 6 o'clock Eastern time, just before 6 o'clock, when Rizal McGee takes over his fine show. I see we got some callers here coming in. Thank you. But wait till the introduction is done. Then I'll bring you all in. Okay? Good. The number to call is 512 543 4662. I'll repeat again, 512-543-4662. Don't forget our other shows throughout the week on the network. Kevin Dixon with Just Us Sports, Monday nights from 7 to 9. Rasal McGee, of course, um, on Saturdays, which just follows this show from 6 to 7. And the arrival of Betty Cantley's new show next month. 8:30 to 10, I believe, was the time. Show title yet to be announced. All right, so let's get on with the introduction. Let's get on with the roll call here, and come in, Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. All right, Matthew. Matthew. Okay, Diane, are you there? Yeah, for some reason, Matt's phone doesn't seem to be working that well. We have a special guest here coming in from Lawrenceville, New Jersey. I know who this is. All right, is it Kristen or Cole? It's Cole. All right, guys, he's been here before. For those of you who missed the first show of the season, this is my cousin Cole who called in on the first show of the year, and he is kind of a basketball March Madness fanatic like myself. So I asked a few March Madness fans to come in today. All right, so let's get started. Oh, yes, of course. All right, but I'm gonna back up a minute with Thursday's game because that's where we begin. By the way, I have a question for y'all. Uh, whose bracket is busted? Whose bracket is busted? Okay, there we go. Yeah, mine's busted. That's correct. But if you're feeling this, yeah. But remember, wow, even at young people's age too. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're feeling, yeah. Oh, come on. I've seen that before. Come on. That's old. Never? Come on. Not even Bobby. Wait, Steve. Not even Bobby Knight. Oh, really? Oh, really, Steve? Oh, really, Steve? What about Bobby Knight? Come on. Think about that. I beg to differ with that one. All right. And he has a point, guys. He also has a point that's made, which I'll get into a little bit later on. Okay, but remember, if you're feeling disgusted, it's because your bracket is busted. All right, all right. So for the most part, most of the predictions that I made have come true. I think I'm doing pretty well here. There's been a few upsets, but I don't think there's been more of an upset than what happened on Thursday night when a small school by the name of Oakland, which is in Northern California, beat Kentucky 80-76. Oakland, New Jersey. Real small area. Okay, my mistake. I thought it was Oakland, California. My mistake. But anyway, regardless of where it is, I mean, that has to be so far the upside of the tournament right now. 80-76. And I think if one team, if one coach should be in shock, it should be Kentucky because nobody thought that Oakland had a chance you know, to beat this school. Going with Almighty Kentucky. I mean, we've had seen some upsets, of course, in the past. My St. Peter's last season and whatnot, but of course, kind of hard to pull off two in a row. Jimmy, how are you? Welcome back. Uh oh. Uh oh. I'm in big trouble now. Uh, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Herman. Actually, he's here too. Oh boy, I'm in big trouble now. Yes, I know. Welcome back, Uncle Herman. All right, so we're just discussing the so far the upsets of the tournament. None being more than Oakland shocking Kentucky. I mean, nobody expected this little small school from out of nowhere to be the almighty powerhouse of Kentucky, who has been in the NCAA tournament countless times. I was myself. That was, you're right. But, yeah, but you expect, yeah. What is the spread on that? I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, yeah, yeah. So I guess somebody's already taken the road teams. I'm sure. Yep. Yes. Yes, Cole. Yes. You're right. Yes. Yes, Cole. Yes. Bring him in. Bring him in. What's your name? Okay, he's anonymous. Okay. So, all right. He's on. Gonzaga. Gonzaga. He's, hold on, one at a time. All right. Now, I don't know about this one. I would call an upset, pretty much, but that was a decent game. Duquesne versus BYU, the number 11 versus 16. Both were actually pretty decent. They had pretty decent records here, so I really didn't think it's much of an upset at all. I mean, I think Duquesne is a very underrated school. They do play well in their conference, so I'm not really shocked by this much at all. This game could have went either way. I mean, sometimes these low seeds, like the 11 and 12 seeds, that can be a little misleading because we don't really know because they're not playing like in the big power conferences. So but I've watched Duquesne play occasionally, and they're a very decent team. So their winner in BYU, I wasn't really shocked by that. That could win either way. Does anyone else have any other thoughts on that game? What is it? That's another one. Yeah, this this has been the year of James Madison, Steve. I mean, they've done well in football this year. Now they're doing well in basketball. I mean, James Madison has really made a name for himself. I will. I will. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Melissa's here. Thank you. Yes, they will. All right. Melissa's here from Indiana. Melissa, welcome. Welcome back. And an anonymous caller who is not leaving his name or location. So, what's your name? Wireless caller. What's your name? Oh, you must be Cole's friend. Okay. 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 Yeah, we like to get the people's names in here. So okay. All right. So what have you noticed so far in the tournament? What has surprised you? What has not surprised you? Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Another one. Yeah. Like I said though, um, Yeah. Yeah, but that loss didn't surprise me at all because I've seen Duquesne play, and I wasn't really surprised by it at all. It didn't shock me at all. I was I don't think he said. I think that's his name. All right. Washington. Duquesne is. I'll get back to that later. All right. So Washington State beat Drake, not the rapper, but Washington State Drake. Just a little joke, fellas. Just a little joke. Um, Now this one I was surprised. Now this game could go either way, but I was a little surprised by the score here. Mississippi State, Michigan State. It wasn't so close as I thought it was going to be. I thought maybe with those two teams who know each other pretty well, I thought it'd be a much closer game. But Michigan State being by 18 points, so that result itself was a little surprising. Considering the how close the seeds are. So you can't really call it an upset, but you could be surprised by the lopsided scoring a bit. I know I was. Yeah. And well, sorry, Jersey guys, but St. Peter's cannot pull off the upset 2 years in a row. Uh, they went up against Almighty Tennessee and got pounded. I'll give them credit for last year, but every year is different. You lose players and whatnot. And sometimes that could mess up the rhythm. So I'm not surprised they couldn't pull off 2 years in a row. And the record, well, it's decent, but going against Almighty Tennessee, no, no, it didn't really shock me at all. And that was one of our last New Jersey schools in the tournament. Wagner, who's on Long Island, they got clobbered by North Carolina. No surprise there. As usual, the 16 seed, well, I should say mostly as usual, the 16 seed can't beat those almighty Giants. No. Well, North Carolina was a powerhouse up against Wagner 3 times. Yeah. Right, Cole? Yeah. Yes. Well, I hadn't made an official bracket, but it is decent, because I even picked Yale to win. So who looks ridiculous now, guys? Not me. I took Yale. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is a bold pick, but when you because I watched the Ivy championship game and Yale was pretty good. I would have liked Princeton to get in, but they lost an upset to Brown, which is like, oh, how did that happen? Yes, known for academics, but not. Well, I guess they're more known for football, not basketball. No, hold on. Let's Steve finish his thought. Steve, go ahead. All right. Okay. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts? That was a big upset. Okay, let's go over Friday's games. All right, UConn over Stenson. That was a surprise there. Stenson, no problem there. Purdue over Grambling. Yeah, that's another no surprise there. All the teams this year, I think, are solid. I mean, Houston against Longwood, wherever that is. I mean, they beat them soundly. So it's gone pretty much the way I expected so far. Uh, Marquette over Western Kentucky, no surprise. Baylor, Colgate, yes, I was, but Auburn, Auburn kind of, I wasn't too keen on that. So Yale was a good school. Those Ivy League schools, guys, are not as bad as we think. I know they're mostly for academics, but some of these teams with their sports programs, they can surprise you. So that's why I went with Yale over Auburn. Now that's going to be a tough game. That's going to be a tough game. I don't know what to make of that. To be honest with you. But we'll go with yeah. Uh, yeah, Grand Canyon. A few years ago, I didn't even know they had a basketball team, but they have a good solid basketball team, and they won. I'm sorry, they won. Grand Canyon, number 12 seed against St. Mary. That's a big surprise. Any thoughts on that guy on that game, guys? Grand Canyon over St. Mary's. Anybody? Yeah, go ahead. Any thoughts, Uncle Herman? Hmm. Yeah, so that was another big surprise. Yeah, yeah, Cole's still on. Yes. All right. All right. I'm going. I'm going UConn though, to be honest. So, but but that is a legitimate pick. So I'll give you credit on that. Yeah. No, no, you can't. I never do. It was. Yeah, it was. So, the number 12 seeds, the number 12 and 5 seeds always look to be the most entertaining matchups in the bracket. I mean, James Madison over Wisconsin. And I took James Madison, by the way, because I figured how this was going to go. And, St. Mary's over Grand King over St. Mary's, another another upset here. So, we've had our share of upsets already, and I think there'd be more to follow, but not with so much widespread seeds. So why don't we go to this week now, starting with today's games. Some are already concluded, so let's bring up the day here. All right, right now at the half, close as like I thought it was going to go. Kansas and Gonzaga. Kansas is up at the half by 1.44-43. I'm not surprised at all. This doesn't shock me at all. All right, so let's go predictions here. Steve Davidson, who do you got in this first game? Kansas, Gonzaga. Right. Okay, this is not going to be easy pick, guys. I'll give you that right now. Steve Davidson, Steve Kent. Oh, I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. Right. Diane, Cole. All right, Jimmy. Exactly. Especially with this matchup. So it's really hard to tell. Anybody want to flip a coin? Melissa, Cole's friend. Yes. Uncle Herman. I got to flip a coin. No, no, I think I'm going to take Gonzaga, but this is not going to be easy. Northern California. That's where John Stockton came from. Okay. Okay. Very good matchup here. North Carolina versus Michigan State. That's a 5:30 game. All right. Steve Davidson. Who do you got in this game? I figured that. Steve Kent, Diane, Cole. Jimmy, Melissa. Right. Cole, what's your friend's name again? Liam? Oh, like in Liam Neeson. Okay. Okay, Liam. Oh, I won't. I won't. And Uncle Herman. I'm going with the Tar Heels myself. All right. Moving on to the next game, which is a 6-10 game on TNT. Right. Iowa State, Washington State. Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. All right, Diane. Cole. Jimmy. Melissa. Iowa State. Iowa State. Okay. Liam. And Uncle Herman. All right. Iowa. Yeah, I'm going to go Iowa State there too. Okay. Next game. All right. North, NC State versus Oakland. All right. Steve Davidson. There's only one every crowd, folks. Steve Kent. Yes. All right. Who else we got here? Okay. Diane. Cole. Okay. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. I'll go to NC State. I'll go to NC State. Maybe another Shades of 83, folks. Shades of 83. Yeah. All right. Oh, good matchup here tonight. Texas. Yeah, Texas, Tennessee. Tennessee, that was number two. All right. Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. All right. Diane. Okay. Cole. Uh, okay. I think I got two. I got one more call here, but I'll take care. Jimmy. Melissa. Okay. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Miriam. Miriam. After I get the last caller, I'll get her. Miriam, are you there? You're on. I'm going Tennessee, actually. Surprise, surprise, right? Right. All right. Okay. Okay. As I mentioned before, Duquesne, I've seen them play. They're pretty good. They're pretty tough. Duquesne versus Illinois. That's an 8:40 matchup. I think this one that's in Pennsylvania. That's in Pittsburgh, near Pittsburgh. All right. Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. Diane. All right. Cole. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Yes. Miriam, Illinois or Duquesne? I'm gonna agree with my Uncle Herman. I'm gonna go with Duquesne. I like how they play, so I think I'm gonna go with an upset here. Mhm. All right. And in the 9:40 for the Night Owls games, uh, I hate Creighton versus Oregon. Steve, Steve Davidson, Steve Kent. Good. Okay. Diane, Jimmy, Melissa, Liam, Harmon, and Miriam. I'll go Oregon too. Remember, guys, I'm the president. Yes. Cole. Uh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go with Oregon. Remember, guys, I'm the president of the I Hate Creighton fan club. Oh, some of you already know that. Oh, here. All right, Kristen, who do you got? That's right. This is my cousin Kristen. Kristen's been here before. He's doing fine. He's doing fine. And we have one final already in today's 40 remaining of 48. Yeah, 48. We had Arizona over Dayton 78-68. All right, who had Arizona? Yeah, I would want Arizona too. So yeah. Okay, so now tomorrow. Mhm. Okay, that's a final. So now we go to tomorrow's games. Ready? All right, tomorrow, starting at just after 12 o'clock, number two Marquette versus number 10 Colorado. Steve Davidson. I see. All right, Steve Kent. All right, Cole. Diane. Marquette. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Miriam. Kristen. Alex. Alex. Must be having trouble with his mic. We'll get back. Yeah, I'm going to take Colorado. I'm going to go upset here. Okay, the 2:30 game or 2:40 game, how we want to look at it. Number one, Purdue versus Utah State. That's Utah State, not Utah. Okay, Steve Davidson. Is that Purdue or you? What do you got, Steve? All right, Steve Kent. All right, Diane. Cole. Okay, Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Okay, Uncle Herman. Miriam. Kristen. I agree. Alex. Right. Okay. I'm going to go Purdue as well. All right. 5:15 game. All right. This could be interesting here, guys. Duke, James Madison. Oh, boy. Steve Davidson. Oh, okay. Steve Kent. I agree with. Okay. Okay. Diane. Cole. Ooh. Right. Good. Good point. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Miriam. Kristen. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Alex. You may have a point there. I say Duke though by a very slight margin. Very slight. Uh, all right. Number three, Baylor versus Clemson. Steve. All right. Steve Kent. All right. Um, Diane. Jimmy. All right. Who else I got? Oh yeah, Cole. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Miriam. Kristen. And Alex. Okay, I'm gonna go with Baylor too. All right. Uh, where are we now? Okay. Alabama versus Grand Canyon. Steve Kent. All right. Yeah. Speak up, guys. Okay. All right. Uh, all right. Steve Kent. Or did I get? Or what did I get? Steve Kent or Steve Davidson? All right. Steve Davidson. Then. All right. Diane. Jimmy. Cole. Melissa. Liam. Uncle Herman. Miriam. All right. Kristen and Alex. Okay. All right. Next up, Northwestern versus UConn. Okay. Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. Right. Okay. Diane. Cole. Jimmy. Melissa. Liam. All right. Uncle Herman. Miriam. Kristen. And Alex. Okay. I'm going to go UConn as well. Okay. Next up. Yes. I think it would. Yes, I think it would because a lot of people are taking UConn to go all the way and repeat as champions. So that would be a monumental upset. We mean this tournament, Steve, not previous ones. I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Yeah. Well, we had a few number 16 seeds beat number one. I think what St. Peter's did last year was I think one of the biggest upsets there has been. No, I think it was last 2 years. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, quite a while. Yeah. Yes, they did. Right. Okay. Okay. I gotta move on. I gotta move on, guys. Okay. All right. Number one, Houston versus Texas A&M. Steve Davidson. Steve Kent. Okay. Diane. Cole. All right. Jimmy. Melissa. All right. Liam. Okay. I'm gonna disappear. Okay. Hold on. Miriam. I'll get to you. Miriam. All right. All right, Kristen, go ahead. All right. Okay. Miriam, still there? Hmm. All right. Okay, and Alex. Okay, Houston, we don't have a problem here. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like you guys didn't know that one. All right, and finally in the men's division, San Diego State versus Yale. Steve Kent, Steve Davidson. Sorry, I went in reverse. Sorry. All right. We got a lot of people here than I thought. Now hold on a second. Okay. Diane, Cole. All right. Jimmy. San Diego, I should say San Diego State. Excuse me, San Diego State. But I got it. All right. Okay. One at a time, guys. All right. Jimmy, were you the last one? Melissa. All right. Okay. Liam. Yes. Oh, all right. Uncle Herman. Of course. Miriam. Kristen. Okay. And Alex. I'm gonna go Yale too. You got a point there. Hmm. Did I get another caller? Let me see here. I think we did. It's okay. Roger, who do you have? Right, we're doing college basketball right now on the men's side. All right. Okay. All right. Now we're going to the women's side, which has been very interesting. All right. So no major upset thing here. Iowa is playing Holy Cross. They're leading 71-50. I think we all say that Iowa is going to be the clear winner here. Anybody doesn't agree? State your case now. Connecticut. Is there anyone who thinks that Iowa is not? Well, look, it's 71-50 going into the fourth quarter. I think it's safe to say Iowa's going to win this game, right? All together? All together? All right, oh boy. Okay, got a close one here. Got a close one here, guys. Arizona against Syracuse, 45-42, midway through the third. Who do we like in this matchup? I'm taking Syracuse. Okay, Steve Kent. All right, Diane. All right, um, Jimmy. All right. Wow, got a lot of people here. Oh, that's better. All right, I'll go Herman. Miriam. Kristen. Alex. Roger. Okay, yeah, I'm going Syracuse too. I got one. I think they did, or their phone must have went off. All right, Florida, Oklahoma versus the Florida Gulf Coast. All right, Steve Davidson. Who you liking this? All right, Steve Kent. Oh, okay. All right, Liam. All right, the matchup is a tricky one here. Oklahoma versus Florida Gulf Coast. All right. Okay. I think Cole left. Jimmy? No, Cole's still here. All right. All right. Cole? Okay. Uncle Herman. Miriam. 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 Oh, boy. Miriam, who do you got? All right. Kristen. Alex? Roger. All right. All right. Just getting underway. Um, Marquette. Okay. Okay. All right. Good matchup here. Ole Miss, Marquette. All right. Okay. Drive safely. Okay. All right. Ole Miss. Okay. Thanks, guys. All right. Ole Miss, Marquette. Steve Davidson. Oh, Steve Kent. Roger. Uh, Cole. Alex. Roger. Miriam. All right. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. Okay. All right. Okay, this should be a fairly easy matchup here. All right. USC versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I think it's safe to say USC is going to win this game. Anybody else don't agree with me? All right. Okay. West Virginia, Princeton. All right. Steve Davidson. West Virginia, Princeton. Ooh. Steve Kent. Diane. Jimmy. All right. Cole. Alex. Roger. Miriam. Princeton it is. Go Tigers. All right. Creighton, yeah, against UNLV. Steve Davidson. Oh, flip a coin. I'll get back to you. Creighton. All right. Steve Kent. Creighton, UNLV. Remember, this is the women's division now. Ugh. Jimmy. All right. Cole. Uh-huh. All right. Alex. Roger. Miriam. I'm going UNLV. I said the UNLV, I think. All right. Just okay. 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 All right. Gonzaga, Irvine, UC Irvine. Steve Davidson. Okay, Diane, who do you want, Gonzaga or Irvine? Steve Kent. Thank you. Jimmy, Cole, Cole. Okay, Alex, Roger. Miriam. I'm going Gonzaga too. All right. UCLA versus Cal Baptist. Oh, this should be easy. Steve Kent. Steve- Okay, Steve Kent. Of course. Diane. All right. That's I think it's in Northern California, if I'm not mistaken. Uh Roger. Roger. All right. Cole. Alex. Miriam. Go Bruins. Go Bruins. I like the spirit here. Good. I like it. All right. Utah versus South Dakota State. Steve Kent. Oops. Steve Davidson. Diane. Cole. No, no. Wrong matchup. Wrong matchup, buddy. I was all right. Wait, UCLA. Wait, yeah, UCLA and Cal Baptist. You said UCLA, right? Hold on. I gotta go another one. Okay. I think we did all that one. All right. Utah, South Dakota State. Steve Davidson. All right. Steve Kent. Of course. All right. Diane. Jimmy. Cole. Alex. Roger. Miriam. I gotta go Utah as well. And it's in the third quarter right now. Iowa beating up on Holy Mackerel. I mean Holy Cross 79-52. Caitlin's having a quiet performance again as usual. I think it's safe to say that Iowa's going to move on to the next round, right? Yes. Notre Dame beat Kent State. No surprise there. Uh, UConn over Jackson State. No big surprise there. 86-64. NC State over Chattanooga. 64-45. And another New Jersey school goes down as Indiana beat Fairfield 89-56. Yuck. Not a great year for Jersey schools, guys, in basketball. Sorry. Tennessee over Green Bay, 92-63. Stick to football, please. And Kansas over Michigan, 81-72. Okay, those are your basketball scores and everything for today. So, say, anybody want to go do some baseball? Yeah. Oh, wait, Steve, before you do anything, why don't we go to your UFC report? Yeah. All right. Diane, your trivia. Go. Celtics, Boston Celtics. Detroit, Detroit. Wow. All right. Who won? Okay. Real Kings when they were the KC Kings. Okay. That goes back to the pre NBA days. Oh, back to the pre days. Okay. All right. Jerry West. Jerry West. Yes. Hello, David. 12 minutes. 12. 12 in pro, 20 in college. In pro. All right. Okay, batter up. Okay, first up, I wish Mikey was here. Okay, the New York Mets, and designated hitter JD Martinez agreed to a 1 year agreement deal for $12 million. The deal was first reported by, yeah, thanks. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. The deal was reported by none other than the New York Post. According to SNY reporter Andy Martino, Martinez will receive 4.5 million this season, and the rest of the contract will be deferred from 2024 to 2038. Martinez will make 1.5 million each of those seasons. Okay, Bobby Bonilla strikes again. Oh boy. This will significantly reduce the luxury tax penalty on the team this season. Okay, I get that very much. Martinez spent the entire 2023 season with the Dodgers, but the signing of Otani ensured that Martinez would land elsewhere. And boy, is Otani in some hot water now. Oh boy, I'll get to that in a minute. Mets President of Operations David Stearns, not Stern, but Stearns, hinted this offseason that the Mets might be intentional at DH, which would likely relying heavily on the bat of Mark Ventos, but instead the Mets chosen to have a proven bat. Ventos was 11 for 52 with 4 home runs in 17 games of this spring training. All the DH options who have hit the free agent market this offseason, Martinez is the cleanest fit, with his pedigree as a masher in the role and the ability to crush left and right-handed hitters. Martinez last season hit 33 home runs and 27 RBIs, which should provide a bump in the Mets lineup, which is needed of it. Don't they ever? He's a veteran. He's been around for 13 years. He's played with the Astros, the D-backs, the Dead Sox, Red Sox, and Dodgers. Sorry, Steve. Martinez hit 315 home runs and 366 doubles and 1,002 RBIs in his career. And he's hit 30 home runs in a season 5 times in his career. All right, so yeah, so yeah, okay. So what do we make of this? Any Mets fans in the crowd that wanted to comment on this? Right. Yes. Yes. All right. Dana, is that you? Good. Good. All right. Anyone else have any thoughts on the new signing with the Mets? Ah. Okay. All right. How about you, Jimmy? You're a Met fan, I think. Okay. Diane, what would Mike say in this case? Yeah. Yeah. You'll be the pitch hitter for Mike. Cole. Yeah. Cole. Hmm. All right. We'll move on then. Yeah. I thought you were. Oh, he's gonna go. All right. Oh, he's a Red Sox fan. Okay. Moving on. Oh wait, yeah, I think I gotta go to that big story of the day. Yeah, because there's a big story in baseball, and Otani, oh boy, is he in hot water? For those of you who, for those of you who have been following the story, uh, there is a concern with Otani. Okay, MLB. Now follow along, guys. Listen carefully. MLB has opened a formal investigation on the matter of Dodger star Shohei Otani, or as I say, Show Me the Money Otani, and his former translator, Ipil Masura. Forgive me if I say the name wrong. The league announced on Friday. The league is expected to request all interviews with all parties, including Otani and Masura, a source told ESPN. Although officials have no compel Missouri's cooperation since he is no longer involved in the sport of baseball. Okay. Otani also has the right to refuse cooperation as a member of the Players Association. Otani, oh boy, this is getting really interesting. Could also invoke his right under an interpretation of arbitration uh, president to refuse cooperation because of a criminal investigation that is already underway. Yeah. MLB has argued that a player can invoke such an exception if he is a target which Otani is not believed to be in. The announcement comes 2 days after Masura was fired by the Dodgers as reporters pressed questions for about at least 4.5 million in wire transfers sent from Otani's bank account to a bookmaking operation that is under a federal investigation. Oh boy! Just we thought everything was all set, with Otani coming to the Dodgers, and now this happens. This serves as a black eye to. This is going to serve as a black eye to the Dodgers. No, this happened just a few days ago. But Steve, I'm dying to hear what you're going to say about this. Yeah, right. He left. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. That is the crazy part. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Gotta keep moving, guys. All right. So, anyone else have any comments? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think so. Yeah. Yes. Right. Uh, yes. Uh, it is. Okay, we're following the game here. Now it's not a close game at all, guys. The second half, Gonzaga is rolling away past Kansas 78-53. So it's not a close game anymore. All right. You did. You did. I'll watch my mouth. I would so bad for the show. All right. So moving to more baseball. Got a lot of injuries to report here, or recovery, as the case may be. Astros star Justin Verlander will throw a live bullpen session in Houston either on Monday or Tuesday, set by manager Joe Espada yesterday. If all goes well, he is likely to throw one more bullpen session before going on a rehab assignment, wherever that may be. Verlander has been sidelined all spring with shoulder inflammation, which began in the offseason. He reported no ill effects after his latest throwing session on Wednesday, so he will break camp with the team and accompany them back to Houston and continue his recovery. At this point, right now, Houston, you may have a problem. So, if all goes well, he could throw another live session before heading for a rehab assignment. Espada said just depending on where his next batting practice is. Verlander was asked if his velocity was where he wanted to be after his last time on the mound. He said yes, and I'm excited about that. The Astros are dealing with several pitching issues, including the one reason to right-hander Jose uh, Urquidy, but are hopeful to have Verlander back not just after opening day, maybe like about a week or so. Lefty Framber Valdez was forced into his final prep before opening day, which is on Thursday, in a simulated game situation on Friday, as the Astros contest was rained out. He threw 82 pitches, split between the field and the bullpen because of the inclement weather. And believe it was a mess. Espada also announced on Friday that Hunter Brown will start game 3, which I believe is Sunday, um, against the Yankees. Oh, great. He will follow Valdez, Christian Javier in the rotation. All right. So, does Houston have a problem, anybody? Yeah. Well, he's dealt with injuries before, and he's always managed to bounce back. Unfortunately, he plays for that team. So they are, unfortunately. Anyone else have any comments? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's if if Verlander's yes, I'll say this: if Verlander's out for a short term, I don't think it's going to hurt him hurt you so that much. If he's out for a long period of time, that could impact the actual season right there because he is their star pitcher, and I don't think he can do much without. Okay, Whoopi. Yeah, yuck. No. Okay. All right. Moving along. Yankees first baseman. Okay. Anthony Rizzo was a late scratch yesterday's game against the Mets with lateral tightness. Rizzo says had the issue um, occasion during his career. Rizzo did say, though, that he'll be ready for opening day as the Yankees will head out to Houston and face the Astros. I wish it would have been 6 to 8 days live, or it's been 1 to 2 days. I haven't felt where it's just been, or I haven't felt since I played through it. Rizzo said, so this is precaution at its fullest. I'm not going to risk it and turn into something that could be more serious later because we don't want that. Rizzo is batting .412 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in spring training. He was limited to 99 games last season because of post-concussion syndrome. Ooh, that's ugly. Moving on. Rizzo, yep, whereas lethargic. Third baseman DJ LeMahieu, who has not played in a week with a bruised right foot, increased his running program and also resumed throwing and swinging the bat. His status for starting the regular season has not been determined yet, but we should get an answer like maybe in about a week or so. Yeah. Yes. And Erod will start the season on the injured list with a lat strain as well. D-backs manager Tony Lovello told reporters on Friday that he has lat strain, and will start the season on the injured list. Boy, we got a lot of them already in preseason. He'll be shut down until he is asymptomatic, Lovello said. I know everyone wants to know the length of time, all the common questions that I want to know, but we just don't know. It's going to depend on how well he progresses and how well he's feeling day by day. We will assess it and take it from there, which is all you can do. Rodriguez joined the defending NL champions with an $8 million 4-year deal after going 13-9 last season with the Tigers. Yeah, the Diamondbacks. Ah, dear. All right. Let me ask you: do you think the Diamondbacks are going to repeat the same success? Anyway, yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Rays DH Jonathan Aranda will start the season on the injured list with a broken right ring finger. Boy, it's an epidemic around here. Aranda was injured while fielding a ground ball on Tuesday. He will have surgery to insert a pin on the finger, and is expected to miss 4 to 6 years. I mean, 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 years. Uh, he finished the spring with 7 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a home run in 13 games. Not bad, but yeah. Aranda was slated to begin the season as the Rays' primary DH against right-handed pitchers. He also more time in defense at first, second, and third base, and at left field. His first 2 seasons with the majors in 2022 and 2023. He has 4 home runs and 19 RBIs in 66 games for the Rays, who originally signed him from Mexico in 2015. So he came up from the south. All right. Okay, I got that story already. 5 injuries already. And there's that thing, X. I don't get it with that one. All right. On to football now. Oh boy, and even the offseason is always a mess. All right, guys. The Detroit Lions have released quarterback Cameron Sutton, who is still wanted by the police in Florida. This is our idiot of the week, by the way. Well, one of them, for his involvement in a domestic violence case. Sutton is facing a domestic battery charge by strangulation, a third-party felony that carries a sentence of 5 years. Only 5 years dealing with murder here. Phil Matero, a spokesperson for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, told ESPN on Thursday that authorities have continued to try to connect Sutton's attorney. Police are still trying to locate Sutton since March 7th, when an arrest warrant was issued. Police responded to a call that morning at a house in Lutz, Florida, where Sutton battered a woman before he fled the scene. Another spokesperson told ESPN that there was evidence of bruises on the woman's body. Sutton joined the Lions as an unrestricted free agent after spending 6 seasons with the Steelers. He started all 17 games for the Lions, 60 tackles, 6 passes defended, and 1 interception. What an idiot. You go out there and you just beat somebody up for no apparent reason at all. Just inexcusable, even if you are a top football player. But there is no excuse for battering and assaulting, a woman or anybody, no matter who it is. If it's a complete stranger, a loved one, especially a loved one. But, these athletes think they can get away with murder and they can just beat people up and get away with it. What a moron. I'm sorry to say that word here, but that's how I feel. You know, he's wrong. Yes. No. No. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Trevor Bauer. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Ravens. Baltimore. Yes. Just right. It is wrong to do that. You know, if you're in trouble, get some help. Okay, that's all we can say. There's no excuse for that kind of behavior. On to better news now. On to better news now. The first home run of the Major League season goes to the Mook, Mookie Betts. The Dodgers shortstop hit a rocket home run 400 feet inside the Skydome Park in Tokyo, in South Korea, in Thursday's second game of the series against the Padres. He hit his home run, cut the Padres lead to 10-8, and for being the first home run of the year, he also earns a brand new car. That's yard in the fifth inning from Michael King. Yep. As part of the MLB sponsorship with Hyundai, the first player to hit a home run in the two-game series will win a what's it, a Lunky 5 electric vehicle. That's the car. Betts finished with 4 of 6, with 6 RBIs and 2 runs scored. He fell a triple short of the cycle and lost in a wild game, 15-11, and dropped the second game of the series. So that means that the Dodgers and Padres split the series 1 game apiece. Last season, he hit 39 home runs and drove in 107 runs for the Dodgers last season and was second in National League MVP voting. So, not a bad way to start your season. You get a home run, you win a car. How about that? Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yes. All right, so we'll move on here. All right, well, yeah, look, turning to football, it looks like free agent receiver OBJ could find a match in Miami. He did plan to meet with the Dolphins yesterday, that according to CBS Sports. The news was followed by another report from the Miami Herald, a very respected newspaper, said the team was interested in acquiring the three-time Pro Bowl wide receiver to pair up with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Oh, I like that combination. That could be a good combination for Miami. Look out. Beckham recorded 35 interceptions for 565 yards and three touchdowns last season for the Ravens. It marked a return after missing all of 2022 as he suffered a torn ACL that he suffered in Super Bowl 56 against the Rams. Before Beckham played his first game with the Ravens, he admitted he was thinking about retirement after the season ended. Obviously, that did not happen, as he caught four passes for 34 yards in the Ravens' second playoff games and did not mention anything once about that word. Beckham spent his first 5 years with the Giants, who selected him 12th overall in the NFL draft. He notched 390 receptions for 5,476 yards during his time with Big Blue. Hmm. I'll bet some of you still wish he was on Big Blue, don't we, fellas? Because although it was kind of like lean years when he was there, I mean, he did pretty good for the team. Now he's gonna, yeah, yes, right. Three teams in the force, yeah. But at least he's staying out of trouble though, because he's been, kind of controversial in recent years. So at least now he's staying out of trouble. Yes, that could be a problem. That could cost you. When you have that kind of cockiness in you, that doesn't necessarily, look as a good thing. So you gotta watch. You gotta watch. Yeah. So you got to watch that stuff. I mean, I'm not to say I haven't. Yes, right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, we should be. Okay. I gotta get to like a very sad story of the week, though. If you've been following the news, you heard what happened last night within Russia. In the wake of last night's attack on Moscow, Yes. All right. Well, hang on. I'll tell you the whole story. In the wake of last night's attack in Moscow, Russia cancels exhibition soccer match against Paraguay scheduled for Monday. At least 115 people were killed after gunmen opened fire with automatic weapons in a concert hall near Moscow, with Islamic militant groups taking responsibility. Russia is banned from FIFA and UEFA competitions since the Ukraine invasion, can only play in exhibition matches as they defeated Siberia or Serbia. Yeah, Serbia. I keep thinking Siberia. On Thursday at the VTB Arena, and we're due to play the same team against on Monday against Paraguay. In connection with the terrorist attack that occurred in Longoscork, the Russian Football and the Paraguay Football Association decided to cancel the friendly match between the nations of Russia and Paraguay. The RFU sent a statement. All entertainment and mass services were canceled on Friday. By the Russian Culture Ministry and the RFU announced today. All matches have been suspended for competitions this week. Just another shameless tragedy is, that our hearts and thoughts are with you. So we're all praying for you, but it's gonna happen. Things like this. Just sorry to see this happen. James, how are you? All right, great. So have you been following the college basketball tournaments? You bet it is. And yeah, yeah, right. Okay. Oh, I know what I wanted to do because this might be a bit of a comical comment here, but I'm going to do it anyway. I may regret this. All right. As you know, or maybe some of you don't know, that the USL league starts next week. Now, I know everybody's thinking, like, first of all, do we care? And number two, but it is going to go on as scheduled, despite what people may think. So I'm going to run down all the list of it, and then I'm going to want your opinions of what you think of this new revised league, which is a merger of the USFL and the XFL. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to run down the teams here, and here we go. All right, and it starts next Saturday. So we have the Birmingham Stallions, the Arlington Renegades, the St. Louis Battlehawks, the Michigan Panthers, the DC Defenders, although I like that name, the San Antonio Brahms or Barons, the Memphis Showboats, the Brahms. It was a rock group. The Memphis Showboats. No, I think in the early '90s it was an alternative rock band. Right. Yeah, but there was a group in the '90s. I'll explain another time. And the Memphis Showboats. I kid you not. And the Memphis Showboats against the Houston Roughnecks. Okay, I think that's all because there's only 8 teams in this league. They had to cut a few teams from the merger, which is not uncommon because they did that in the WHA as well when they were in the NHL and the NBA and ABA. So that's not unusual there. All right, but seriously, guys, how much of this league has a chance to survive past its first season, and will even make it through this first season? I mean, is this going to be a league that's going to promise, or is it going to be another version of say the AAF of 2018, which was a joke in itself? Yeah. All right, so come on, guys. How do you think it's going to work this time? What makes it so different? Well, yes, it was poor. I'll give you that. But yes, well, Yeah. Thank goodness. Yeah. No, he should. You're right. McMahon kind of destroyed it. McMahon did kind of destroy, destroy the league. I mean, just like he destroyed with the original XFL. I mean, not a very smart investment. Yeah. What a joke. What a joke. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Yes. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, because we've been through this before though with other leagues. I mean, we've been this with the original USFL, the XFL. Well, they that was for other, because they had that thing going on in 2020. But the original XFL only lasted one season. Like I said, the AAF they didn't even make it through their first season. They followed up in midseason. That was a complete disaster. So yeah, but see, like, every time you try to get a spring, guys, listen, listen. Yeah, but listen, no, no. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, one at a time though. But still, every time we try to get a spring league to try to attempt to succeed, it doesn't. I mean, it's happened time and time again. So it shows that hasn't happened. Yeah, I mean, every spring league is not less than more than 2 years. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. I'm just looking at how history has showed that in the 40 years since the first USFL, none of the spring leagues have been successful. So I am kind of skeptic about it. I mean, look, it could be a success, but remember, there is not one major league area, I mean, major city that has a team. I mean, you're not going to get much of a fan base with all those small markets. I mean, you're going to need something like a Los Angeles or a San Francisco or maybe a Detroit. You can't survive with just small markets. Mm, mm. Think so because hmm. May- if you get the right leadership, it could work. But we've seen this happen time and time again. So I am still a skeptic about it, but it could happen. Maybe this can break the curse. No kidding. Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. I don't think Vince ever took it seriously to begin with, and I think that's right then and there when the whole thing just fell apart. I mean, he was. I don't think he was taking it seriously at all. WWE. Yeah, yeah. So I would have called. Yeah. So I was like a comic tragedy, and it was. Yeah. All right. So now move on. Yeah. Well, all I can say is good luck. Oh, Steve, if I got something for you, it's about your boy. Okay. Capitals forward and one of the NHL's bad boys, Tom Wilson, has been suspended 6 games by the NHL Department of Safety for a high sticking to the head of Maple Noah Gregor. This was the sixth suspension of his career and his first in 3 years. Gregor was skating in the Capital Zone and was back checking and checked Gregor against the boards to force a turnover. After the hit, Gregor and Wilson uh, separating when Wilson's stick struck Gregor in the face. Wilson turned back to him while appearing to show condition for the incident before receiving a double minor. Wilson draws his stick and received a double minor penalty midway through the third. Wilson drew his stick, uh, swings it forward extremely reckless fashion, making direct contact with Gregor's face, as said by the player safety board. That was said today. AHL player safety said that Wilson was solely in control of his actions throughout the play. AHL player safety also acknowledged that while Wilson did not mean to hurt Gregor intentionally in the face, Wilson's struck was drawn behind him before it swung into a reckless and forceful manner. Hmm. So, Steve, what do you make of Wilson now? Is he living up to his bad boy persona, like I said? Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Yeah. You did. You did. Uh, but Wilson is not a good guy, though. I can tell you right now, he is not one of the good guys. No. EJ, You mean TJ Yoshi? Okay. I'm a Ranger fan. Sorry. Okay. A little bit more news here. Okay. All right. The NBA is okay. We got a little bit. I got much time left, guys. So let me just finish up here. Okay. The NBA's G League's Ignite will shut down after the current season, set by program president Sharif Abdul Rahim. Where have I heard that name before? That was on Thursday. This comes after the development that was introduced by the NBA in April of 2020. It presented an alternative for high school prospects to earn money and prepare for the NBA, competing against the G League affiliates of NBA teams instead of attending college. Not that there's anything wrong with attending college, of course. In light of the NCAA's NIL policy, which forget that. Student athletes don't need to join the G League to cash in on their talents. The program has also struggled in performance with a miserable, pathetic record of 2-28. Ugh. As such, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver opened up to the uncertainty surrounding the G League's path forward. The later part of the statement seemed to hint the possibility of an NBA-sponsored basketball academy for American high school age prospects. Notable G League uh, Ignite members include Jalen Green of the Rockets, Jonathan Kenigma, and last year's third overall pick Scott Henderson. So hey, not bad company. But what does this do for the league itself, though? I mean, this is supposed to be the backbone of the minor leagues, and helping prepare for the NBA. So with this team gone, the Ignite, what's the future of the G League, and what do you do now when you don't want to in college? So now, guys, since this could be a bit of a step backwards. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, they're not. I'm gonna show my age real quick, guys. I'm gonna show my age, guys. All right, Alex, you've been around a while, right? I mean, not with the show. I mean, age wise. Okay, okay. Does anybody remember something called the CBA? Not the collective bargaining agreement, but the CBA. Thanks. Very good. Very good, Roger. Yep. That was the front runner of the NBA, and that went out of business, I think, in the 2000s at some point. And they haven't had like a minor league system since. So this is going to cause, I think, a bit of a black eye for minor leagues and minor league players who don't like coming to college. So now we're going to do it. If they go back to playing overseas, I don't think I would want that. The NBA needs a good developmental program. So this I think would be a big problem. So be careful. Don't jump. Yeah, because hockey has a hockey has a bunch of them. Yeah, because hockey has a ton of them. They got the AHL, they got the CHL, and everything. So, and basketball doesn't really have anything now. So, this is, I think, I present a problem. Well, I can say is good luck. Yeah, yeah. Oh, mhm. Yes, right. They do. They need one. Yeah. Okay. Just let me. Yeah. Yeah. I got to move along, guys. So got to keep the comments short. So I got just a few more articles here. Okay. In WNBA news, the Minnesota Lynx will retire the jersey of four-time champ Maya Moore, who cut her career short down to her husband's 2020 release for wrongful imprisonment. The ceremony will be held at the start of the August 24th game against Fever, who are expected to take America's darling, Caitlin Clark, as the first selection in the WNBA draft. Clark has been a longtime fan of Moore, surprised the star player at the last regular season home game when she set the career scoring record in Division 1A. That is. Moore is the fifth player in team history to have her number retired, joining such players as Whalen, Rebecca Bruson, Simone Agnost, and Sylvia Flowers. She won the Rookie of the Year in 2011, the MVP in 2014, was a five-time first-team NBA selection, and has two gold medals in the 2012 and 2016 Summer Games. Congratulations on that. And finally, in this department, the 2024 WNBA All-Star Game will feature a matchup between Team USA and Team WNBA as league announced on Wednesday. This is the second time the league will use its format and will serve the All-Star Game as a send-off for the U.S. national team heads to Paris for the Summer Olympics. Ooh la la. Last summer, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelberg announced that the 2024 All-Star Game will be held in Phoenix for the third time, with the Mercury hosting the event for yet a third time. The league is excited to bring the WNBA All-Star Game back for the third time in its nearly three-decade history. I remember when it first started. Until Wednesday, details were scarce in regarding to the events. Now, everything is set for the two-day event, which is scheduled for July 19th and July 20th, just a week before the Olympics begin. The skills challenge and three-point challenge will return on Friday the 19th ahead of the All-Star Game on the 20th. Furthermore, the third annual Fan Fest will take over the Phoenix Convention Center on both days. The 12-player roster will be announced ahead of the All-Star Game, and the Olympics League will release information regarding the selection of Team USA at a later date. Okay, so I'm going to go to This Week in History for just a quick second before we got to get out of here. The 10th, 19th NCAA Men's Championship, North Carolina beats Kansas 54-53 in three overtimes. Will Chamberlain of Kansas, the fourth player to be named tournament MVP despite not playing for the championship team. Or the change of game, that is. 1963, Loyola Chicago beat Cincinnati 60-58 in overtime. Ramblers' first title in the first title game. Wow. Interesting. 1972, Yankees agreed to continue playing in the Bronx. All right. 1979, Larry Holmes TKO's Oscovedo Ocasino in 7 rounds for the heavyweight boxing title. I kind of forgot about that one. 1984, figure skating champion in Ottawa, won by Scott Hamilton. 1982, New York Islanders Mike Bossy scored his 20th hat trick of his career in a 5-4, his fifth 4-goal game, an 8-1 win over the Capitals. Oh, boy. Okay. 1992, the Florida Marlins began selling tickets. 1991, World League American Football game. London beat Frankfurt 24-11. Sacramento beats Raleigh 9-3. Montreal beats Birmingham 20-5. And look where that went. That place. 1993, the Suns and the Knicks get into a major brawl. I remember. I think it was at that game. Wayne Gretzky set the NHL record with 802 goals on March 23rd, 1994. I remember that. All right, guys, we got to beat it. So I'm gonna go. So next week there will be a show. I know it's the Easter weekend, but because of the tournament going on, I thought maybe I'd just bring it in and do it. So I hope you're able to join us. We'll have the best and worst of the month as well as everything else. So until next week, same time, same station. Have a good week.